Aaron Dicker. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground, Corum. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Second and 6 coming up here. Give to Corum from the gun. This is ahead for about 5. Gervon Dexter escorted him to the ground. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Corum again. He breaks the tackle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Love out of the shotgun. Finds his man, Corum. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motion man sent left. Shotgun now for Love. Finding Judy. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. They're going to run on first down with Corum. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Corum straight ahead. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They motion a receiver left. Here's Love. Forced out to his right. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Second and goal coming up from the 7. Here's Love to throw. On the move, headed right. And they take this in for the score. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Jordan Love, the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He gets caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Browns will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Corum. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at 2nd and 3. To the air with Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Herbert from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. So that brings up 4th and long. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Browns kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A give up the middle to Corum. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Takes the handoff, now Love. Judy there to grab it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Finds a man, right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Corum. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. He'll stick with Corum. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Corum has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Love looking to pass. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns drive their lead to 11. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go.
Now Herbert to throw. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. On now comes their punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Coleman trips right. Set.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the handoff, it's Corum. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play fake, it's Love. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Love. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm just going to say, maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage of this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away the next time, or he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Sean Murphy-Bunting ranging over for that stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Putting a receiver in motion.
Go.
Herbert. Completed over the middle. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Running it now out of the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Taylor tight. 59.
From the 31. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sean Murphy-Bunting in to pick it off. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
They're set up at the 35 now. A give to Corum. brushes him off with ease. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now Corum. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. A run now with Corum. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Love now on 3rd and goal. Cut near the goal line. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Fourth down, here's Love. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
First and 10, Herbert. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third.
Go. Ready.
To throw, Herbert. Completed to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They snap it to Herbert. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Throw left side, complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Love from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Give to Corum from the gun. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They only made it to 1 on that carry. Now they're going to have 3rd goal from the 5.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Shotgun now for Love. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns push their lead to 18.
Chargers 3.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick-6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to it after the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Herbert from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He's got Andrews. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Finds McConkey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cole Holcomb has it. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, Corum. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Corum. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain, and things looking a lot tougher for them now with 2nd and 20.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Corum again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 8, but even still after that, behind the sticks, 3rd and 11 coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Back to the well again. And this one does not go far. It's only 2 on the pickup, and they remain 2 yards shy as it brings up 4th. They give it to him again. And he's tackled for a short gain. So the Browns come away with the win.